Let us tell you a story, a fable perhaps. A lesson you'll learn, no doubt about that.
Not a fable exactly. No animals here. But the way they act is quite animalistic, my dear.
With this glimpse, let us kindle within you
how to avoid a fate that is considered quite sinful.
There once was a man looking for success. He was willing to do anything to achieve his end.
"You're hired!" shouted the CEO while desperately shaking his hand.
Walking through the office, he takes in the sights under the bright office lights.
In the break room, he takes a glimpse at the environment where business brews and the sweet smell of success fills the air.
He meets two co-workers who are not nice or polite, but he shrugs it off as an off day in their life.
They arrive at his soon-to-be desk as it's being cleaned out, as a woman removes the remnants of her life under the fluorescent light.
"Don't worry about her," said the CEO. "Shall we look at the contract?"
As he turns around, he is suddenly struck down from behind. He opens his eyes to a world he knows not, without a clue on how to get back.
Wonderland? Underland? Somewhere else land? Only darkness surrounds him where he stands. A new light appears and beckons him near, and he walks towards it with curiosity and fear.
Greed approaches the man with pockets full of cash. Unbeknownst to him, she keeps a private stash. One thing's for certain, and that thing is true. The money she holds is money she won't lose.
A perfume seduces his senses as lust fills the air. She lures him away from common sense into her lair. She draws him closer. The melody of his sax can be heard. He looks her in the eye and his emotions get stirred. She kisses his cheek and soon he's under her spell. He shakes his head trying to break free. He manages to do it and decides to flee.
He lands on something sticky and feels crumbs falling on his head. He looks up to see gluttony peering down at him, chewing on a donut, yet still appearing quite slim. As he looks around her lair, his stomach begins to protest. She offers him some popcorn and gives him a place to rest. She eats and eats until she can barely chew, then she hurls it all out and begins anew.
Blatantly disturbed, he starts to stray and enters a dimly lit room that is a few feet away. Sitting on the couch, he is surprised to see a sloth rising ever so slowly. She languidly reaches for the remote, giving up halfway. She doesn't care what she watches. Anyway, she turns and lays on top of him, and he offers no complaint. The couch is way too comfortable.
We have a winner! She knows she's the best, far better than the rest. Her skin may be fake, but her pride is real. Arrogance is her claim, and perfection is her zeal. Her hubris cuts like a knife, and being in her presence should be your delight. You better get out of her way, because you're standing in her light.
Now the runner-up, never as perfect as the other, always green with envy, wishing to be another. Jealous of others' glory, knowing she will never have their story, she wants what others have, refusing to settle for what is already hers.
Finally, wrath, the strongest of all. For rage can be your downfall. There is fire in her eyes, the kind that destroys even the closest allies. She desires vengeance against those who wrong her, hoping to satisfy the hate that lives inside her. He is the one who brought her doom, and she counters with a fury-raged boom.
He awakens from his slumber, catching his breath and looking at a pair of heels walking away.
He rises up to see the CEO with a grimace, for in her world, time is money, and
There's no time to waste. she says, guiding him to the office where it all began.
Dazed and confused, he takes one more look around, completes his trek, and sits down at her desk.
He holds his future in his hand. What will it be? Will he sacrifice who he is for the sinister smell of success?
Can he? Knowing what he knows now? Is he even capable of becoming a part of the Sinful Company?
Rain